Welcome back to Look News. This holiday season, the crew here at Look TV have selected 12 charities that are important to us, and we also hope they're important to you. It's all a part of our Look Who Cares 12 Days of Giving, and tonight we wrap up our 12-night feature with a charity nominated by Look TV Director of Sales Bob Hesse. We find out more about the Center for Disability Services. Joining me now is Alan Crafton. He's the President and CEO, and Ann Schneider-Costigan, the Deputy Executive Director of the Foundation for the Centers for Disability Services. Welcome to Look News to both of you.
Thank you for having us.
It's great to have you here. I guess the best way to start, Alan, is talk about the mission, the great work that you folks do.
Well, we actually have a formal mission statement, which is to enable and empower people, primarily those with disabilities, to lead healthy and enriched lives. And pretty much states what we do. We really take care of many people, over 15,000 people a year we touch the lives of. And recently we added a Prospect Center to the overall center services, which we're very pleased with, and having meeting all the fine people from the Prospect community, Queensbury, Glens Falls area, Warren, Washington counties, and really enjoying the participation from them. And we have a tagline at the center called the place where people get better at life, and I really think it speaks a lot to who we are and what we do, and we try to help people in many, many different ways. And Prospect is a wonderful school that they've had for years, and we are very pleased to be working with them, and it fits. We have a school also down in Albany, and now we have one up in Queensbury, and we're working together cooperatively with it, and it's really great. We just have expanded two more classrooms up at in the Prospect Center, so we're very happy to announce that. And so it's been a very good year for us.
Yeah, and as most of our viewers are aware, they're aware of Prospect School from Look TV, our studios in Glens Falls, and now that we're here in Saratoga Springs, expanding south, we're getting to know you folks a lot better with all the work you do in the Capital District and now up in the North Country. I was reading your website today, and when I said to you before we came on air, you offer 22 services, because they're listed there on the website, and you both quickly said to me, we offer a lot more than 22 services. Well, 22 services still seems like quite a lot. Talk to me about, these different areas that you're helping folks with.
We try to do it in more bigger ways, because there's so many different individual services, so it's hard. It gets kind of just listing them out. That's not that really informational. But we have a whole range of children's services and adult services. In our children's services, we have the education schools, like we have at Prospect Center and Langen School down in Albany. We have a pediatric skilled nursing facilities, a facility which we just recently expanded to include ventilator care for children, which has been a sea change for us, very different type of service, and really wonderful outcomes we've had where many children, we used to have 1 or 2 placements a year at St. Margaret's. We've had 80 admissions in the last year and a half, 2 years, which is just unbelievable because of the ventilator care. Children coming out of prenatal care who have premature babies and have problems with their lung development, the cardiac problems, and trying to develop those. So they come to St. Margaret's, and they have some periods of time on a ventilator, and then they go back home, or they go back to someplace else, and we actually decannulate them, take the ventilator off. So we've been very, very blessed really to see some of these outcomes. We've had some health outcomes that have been really great for families and for children. So we have a much more of a active program than we did in years past. So the children's service is a whole range. We also have health care services for children, medical care. And then an adult, we have a very large adult program, residential programs, adult programs, work programs, employment, where we have actually give the opportunity for people to come out and work, and we provide support, and they go out and work in the community, regular jobs, as well as other kind of jobs where they need a little bit more support and a little supervision, and therapeutic programs. Because one of the things we believe in is really very important to us is that people have meaningful activity to do during the day, and that it's not just to sit someplace and just be a plant, but really to participate in life and be able to access the community and participate in community life, and that's very important to us, and something we really work hard at with all the people who are touched by the center, that they should be vibrant and active, and and they are.
And that's what you said in the mission statement, is letting these folks get better at life. It's really letting them live their lives to the fullest, and being a part of society is an important way of doing that.
Yes. And many people can do it themselves. Many of the people we deal with need help and need support and encouragement, and we provide that. And some of the results we get really just continue to astound Ann and I, even after we're veterans of this. Ann's way more veteran than I am, by the way.
Thank you, Alan, for pointing that out.
But you know, we're really astonished by the results we get. Still, just really blows us away.
You know, Ann's been quiet for a while, and I think probably after that statement, it's time for her to pipe up. You know, I met Ann. We met the first time this year during the Ciro's Cup, which is a big part of your fundraising efforts, of course, being the executive director of the foundation. Talk to me about the work of the foundation to make sure that what Alan's doing on his side of the operation can continue and grow.
Well, we have a lot of different ways that people can give, and right now we're in the midst of our year-end giving campaign, and we're really asking the community, you know, if they are thinking about giving a year-end gift, to consider giving it to the center. But also throughout the year, we run various special events. I mean, you had mentioned our Ciro's Cup event, which is scheduled for July 17th at Ciro's Restaurant in Saratoga Springs. That's a very, very large event where the racing community has really embraced the center and come out and is now tremendously supporting what we do.
It's really the who's who of Saratoga is out at that event.
It truly is, and every year we honor someone. Last year we honored Ramon Dominguez, and it was wonderful because he started his honorarium at the Ciro's Cup, and then he ended it at the end of the season at the Travers Ball. So it was very, very exciting for us. And Mrs. Whitney always graces us with her presence at our event, and as you say, the who's who of the Saratoga racing season. We also have a large golf tournament where we typically bring in a retired New York Yankee, and that's going to be held July 21st. And we have a large cocktail party in June where we also bring in a New York Yankee. The Yankees are very close to the center, and you know, we hope that that will continue. And that's a very nice event at the Prine House in Loudonville. And also, joining with Prospect Center, they have a very large volleyball tournament in August up at $1 Million Beach in Lake George. That is just a tremendous event where about 400 incredible volleyball players come, and it's very competitive, and that's a large event. And also just recently we had last week in our Festival of Trees celebration at the Queensberry Hotel, and that was a very, very nice, beautiful community event where a lot of folks, you know, from the North Country come in and they either volunteer or they come in and see the different decorations, participate in the gala, have breakfast with Santa. There's all different activities, so that's very nice.
And a week later this year than the
Yes,
usual Thanksgiving, but we had our
Yes.
cameras up there during that event, and it's just a wonderful Christmas wonderland.
It really is. It really is. They have a children's wonderland, and they actually have a sugar plum ball for children on one of the evenings, and you just see, you know, hundreds of children all dressed up, and it's just really a nice community event.
It must take a massive amount of money to continue to offer the 20+ services that you're offering. You know, as well as these events, how can folks in the community get involved? How can they either make a donation? Can they volunteer their time? What could people be doing to help you out with your mission?
Well, we are always very, very willing to accept donations and appreciate every donation that we receive. And also, if people are interested in getting involved in our fundraising activities, we have tremendous committees. You know, the staff really can't drive all of these events. We need help, and we need people to network for us, be ambassadors for us, go out and talk about the center services. We love having people come down and visit our different facilities, whether it be some of them in the Albany area or up at Prospect. We welcome everyone, and then they can just really help us spread the word and the good work that the center does. And the other thing, David, is, you know, our slogan is where people get better at life, and we truly believe that anyone who gets involved with the center in whatever capacity, their life will get better.
It's helping everybody's life
Yes,
get better.
it is.
It doesn't matter if you're challenged or not. We don't see that at the center.
Exactly.
Alan, as we head into 2014, how does the next year look for the center as you move forward?
Well, there's a couple things. First of all, we're in healthcare. So, and healthcare is an area of the world we live in that's under a certain amount of pressure. So we feel a lot of pressure from that in terms of the shrinking budgets, the conversation at the federal level about entitlements and problems with that. So it's you know, we have our difficulty with that. But we really see continuing to do the work we do, providing the services we provide. We will continue to be vibrant in doing those kinds of things that we have. You know, what Ann was saying is we have 100% of our budget, 95% comes from government, 5% comes from other sources, which doesn't seem like a big deal, but when you consider that our budget is about $125 million, the lift that we have to make to fill that 100% is really a very difficult thing. Ann has a lot of challenges and works very hard and tirelessly with it. And there are many services that we operate and provide that would not be there if it were not for Ann's efforts. So it's a really important thing. We really appreciate having the opportunity to talk about the center and the needs we have. And really it is talking about, in many instances, individuals who are vulnerable, who need help, and with help they thrive and they do very well, and they can then provide more for themselves. And so it's a worthwhile charity to be considering when people are looking down a list of where to give money. It's certainly a good place to do it.
Well, we're glad that you both could be a part of our 12 Days of Giving, our Look Who Cares segments. I wish you both a happy holidays. Hopefully a chance for you both to take a breather and relax after a busy year. Alan Crafton, who is the President and CEO of the Center for Disability Services, and Schneider Costigan, the Deputy Executive Director of the Foundation.
Thank you.
You so much for being
Thank
here.
you.
Happy holidays.
Happy holidays to you both. Now, to see this segment for a second time and also find out ways that you can give to the Center for Disability Services and, of course, learn more about what they offer, head to our website. It's looktvonline.com.